Hi, Techie guys. I'm Nand Kishore Swami, and today we would be talking about what's new with Pega Robotic. So, Pega has recently launched their most up-to-date robot manager. As on date is 8.3.1, and now they have also moved from Pega Robotic Service Pack 8.0.x to the recent version, which is 19.1.x. So let's talk about what's new in Robot Manager and what are the new capabilities they have added, or how the structure, the architecture, overall architecture they have changed for Pega Robotic Studio, runtime, and plugins as well. So if you go to the Google and just type Pega Robot Manager and just hit enter and open the first link. So here we are on Pega Robot Manager community page, and if you scroll it a little bit down, here you can see the latest version, which is Pega 8.3 and point 1. So if we talk about the key features available with Pega Robotic or Robot Manager 8.3.1, then the first one is more related to starting, stopping, and scheduling a bot and moving the bot between work group. So basically, it's like moving a machine or a runtime machine in between the multiple work groups, and we can schedule to run at a particular time. Then we can also work on the assignment. We can manage the assignment. We can start, stop, and set a key threshold that allowed to end the user notification, and configure the organizational hierarchy of department and user. That's also available within the robot manager. We can do it from there. Update automation packages and deploy them on the robotic work group, user, and department. So as we talk about in one of my previous video, wherein we can use the robot manager to deploy the robot particular packages to a work group or a department or a one particular user. So the multiple packages cannot be assigned to one work group. So one work group should be assigned only one package. That's the kind of limitation. And similarly for department, but for the user, you can assign the multiple packages. Securely manage the package lifecycle starting from development testing, and these are the also we can configure the email. So let's go through certain screenshot and let's understand how this work and look like. So let me increase the size. So this is the main page of Robot Manager, and here you can see the little buttons. So the first one is dashboard. So this is the dashboard. Next one is packages. If you click on the packages, then you can have the capability to manage the packages, or you can assign the package to user, work group, or a department. Then we have the tab called robots, users, issuance, and settings. So if we move to the next screenshot, so this is more about robot robots tab. So once you click on that robots, you would be able to see all the robots. And this may have the two different view. One is work group view. So once you click on the work group, it will group all the bots running under one particular work group. And if you click on that robots, then you would be able to see all the robots. And to schedule a bot, you can click on these three dots. You will get an option to schedule the bot and also to start and stop. Similarly, if we go to the next screenshot, so this is the screenshot again from robots tab only. And once you have the robots tab, you would be able to open up one particular work group, and in that one particular group how many queues are there. So these are the work queue, or the basically bots, and here we have also the option to start and stop one particular work queue. So here we can see. queue. So these are the queue under one work group, and these are the bot running for that particular work group. And this is again from robot robot tab only under the robot. Earlier we were in the previous screenshot we were looking at the robot tab. Now we are at work group tab. In the work group it will just combine all the bots or the work queues and the runtime machines. So here we can see there are 30 runtime machines and the 3 work queues. So this is all about the new capability with Robot Manager. And if we'll move to Pega Robotic Studio and runtime, what's new with the latest version, which is 19 point as on date it's 19.1.18, and it's not just the name change like previously it was like 8.0 point some other version or X version, which was that SP. So it's not just the name change. In fact, they have changed their complete architecture. So now in the recent or the most up-to-date architecture, we would be able to see these are the different folders would be created in the program 86 file. So earlier it was all under OpenSpan folder in program 86, then OpenSpan folder. Now it should be under program 86, then Pega system folder. And in the Pega system folder, we would be able to see the further subfolders in the name of uh, Pega Native Foundation, Pega RPA Services, Studio Run Plugin, OCR, or Pega Synchronization Engine, Pega RPA Service, or Runtime. So if you are installing our Pega Runtime, then we would be able to see these five. One is for Pega Native Foundation, then Sync Engine, then RPA Service, Runtime, and OCR. If you are not using OCR, OCR is kind of optional and additional capability if you want to use it. If you are not using, then we would be able to see these four folders. So this is the architecture. So if we talk about these individual components, so the main objective of using this Pega Native Foundation is since Pega works on injectable technology, so it's inject on the target application to grab the control. So this is all about helping the Pega to inject the target application. And then second one is Pega synchronization engine. So now the Pega has the capability to automatically update or update the runtime based on what version of your solution is on. So to facilitate or to update runtime machines version, we have something called as Pega synchronization engine. So we'll talk about more this synchronization engine's capability in our later video, wherein we would be able to set up the synchronization engine and use it. And how we can set it up, that's also we will be discussing. And Pega RPA services are more related to connecting our solution or runtime with the robot manager. And this is the main runtime. And for Pega, OCR Essential is more about talking or leveraging the Pega's OCR capability, which they have with the AB OCR. Similarly, the same structure we have for, or the same architecture we have for Pega Robotic Studio, and Robotic Studio plugin. So both are almost same. If you're not using it as a standalone, then we can use it as a Visual Studio plugin. Else we can have a Studio, but the look and feel would be the same. So again, it has the same kind of capabilities that we discussed for the runtime. So this is what these are the what new features or the architecture now we Pega Robotic has. So in the next tutorial, we would be learning about how we can set up the Pega Robotic synchronization engine and package server and the new Pega Robotic robot manager. So thanks for watching. See you in next video.